you know, again, I love you, Tor, but
Oh, that's
you're
so hard though. I mean, when
but
you grow up
50
at Auntie
something, but 50
Mellencamp, oh,
something, you gotta figure out the skills. I mean,
she has. She's a full-time podcaster. And she has some residuals
she
from where
hustles,
she went
yeah,
out. Oh, that's
but
so hard though. I mean, I feel for Tori. It's because
I feel for her too. But
it's like, it's a different world we can't explain. Most Gen Z kids, they grow up like we did, but they've been so helicoptered, so helicoptered and so pampered, and but they're mostly middle class, upper middle class. Tori, though, that's another level. I mean, you a billionaire before people were like billionaires. And I mean, when you grow up with a room that's dedicated to a wrapping paper room, I mean, and then your mother kicks you out. The father dies, goes, I'm leaving you just 1 million of my $700 million fortune. What?
800,000, yeah, and that's pretty much what it
If I
was.
were Tori, though, I would have leaned in. I think Tori, it was sad because it's taken her so many years to figure it out. I mean, I really would have leaned into it comedically. Like,
She has though. She's very
yeah.
funny, this Tori Spelling. Very, very funny. I told you the funny story that after the LA fire, she came home. She was, or maybe I didn't tell you. I told it. She came home. She was this. She was that. She was talking about her podcast, and she's like, I couldn't. I was so petrified the other day. I opened the door when we got home, and because she had to abandon her house. Her house is there, and she's like, we were looted. She was freaking out. They were looted, and this and that. And she's like, a couple hours later, I just looked around and I realized we weren't fucking looted. This is exactly how we left the damn mess. So that's kind of funny. She thought she was looted. She's like, no, we're this disgusting. But and by the way, since when? I mean, Brandy Glanville's her face is looking better.
Didn't she look good in that picture? And paparazzi photos are usually not flattering, but she and Tori were out here in LA walking, I don't know where, but the face looked great.
Look, I mean, I wouldn't wish health problems on anybody. And it's scary. Imagine having something happening to you and you just don't know what it is. That's got to be scary.
Well, hopefully she's found some treatment because she looked fantastic. And it's interesting you mentioned that. What do you think too of Teddy? Teddi Mellencamp, you and I pray for, say positive things on this show. Now, Teddy I think it's been very brave, but I'm curious about your opinion that she has shared every step of the way about this stage 4 cancer diagnosis, every freaking step, like Shannon Doherty. But if you read the comments, people are telling her, go away and heal. Um, you can't be possibly that sick if you're holding up and doing social media videos and go, horseback riding. You shouldn't be horseback riding. Are these people crazy? You should see the comments. But do you think, I mean, a lot of people feel that she should take some time and heal. Do you think, I don't
I
know.
feel, you might be surprised at what I feel. I feel many, many things about this. I didn't realize those were all the comments. I knew about the horseback riding. I didn't realize people. I think if people are, how can I put this? I think Teddy should do at this point whatever she wants. I will not use certain words. I don't think it is my look, I think when someone has a diagnosis, the key thing is for the patient and their immediate family and friends to always have hope because things are changing every day. And if you look at Shannon's journey and I look at people in my own life, you do have hope up until you don't have hope. But when it's all said and done, I have looked back and said, well, this is obviously how this would end. I think Teddy's case is way more serious than most people do. Not most people. There are people in my comments that get it. I mean, again, I hate to be a broken record. If you have cancer that you're cutting out of your back and it's melanoma and you don't get it all and it metastasizes and it's stage 4 when it's metastasized and it spreads to your brain and we have 5 tumors in the brain and we can only remove 2 and there are 3 left, it's because we can't get them. That is the minute you hear metastasize and spread, there are different cancer tissues. This happens to be melanoma, which is one of the worst ones. Then we have an operation, and that's all really bad. But now they spread to the lungs. So now we're on the move. We're on the move like little soldiers. And now we've spread back to the brain. You realize there's 4 new tumors in the brain. I don't really understand what people think is going to happen. I'm not going to say it because it is not my calling in life to say it.
I'm praying she's secure. I'm praying because they've advanced so much that I'm hoping like she's doing radiation and maybe some other immunotherapy
Immunotherapies.
treatments that can prolong her life for, I don't know. I mean, however long. I think Teddy is
No,
so
I think Teddy
great
should do
and I love
whatever
it.
she
I know,
wants
me
to do.
too.
Mind
And
you,
I think it's
it's
beautiful to have these memories online, these videos that your children can look back. Look at the positivity that you have had when most of us would get that diagnosis. I mean, I don't know what I would do. Go to bed. I mean, I think it's so, she looks beautiful. She's working through her words because she said so many things with her brain. I love it. And these fuckers that go on in the comments. Now, because I also, Teddy knows she's going to get, people are going to say whatever, but it's like, damn, y'all don't think karma is watching? Like, give this woman props. Like, and I know when people say get offline and heal, I think they're doing that more like because they're thinking like what
I
you and I are thinking that, like this could be the end of your life. Like spend it with your kids. Like don't
but I think it's a personal choice. Like I
Yeah,
personally, who knows what I would do because I love my job. I personally
I
think
know, we
I
do.
would not. I mean, to be honest with you, I think I would not do anything that Teddy is doing online. But that's not an insult. That's a like. It's almost brave. Like I don't want to show that to the world when I am sick and shaved my head. And so first, I think it's a personal choice. You do you. Shannon laid it out there. James Vanderbeek is kind of talking a little bit about it. I just think that like it's. I don't think I would share it on social media, but I think there's nothing wrong with it. And I think if anything, it's actually brave that you're willing to put it all out there. I don't think it's self-serving. Like I don't think it's
Oh, me neither.
look
I
at
don't think
me,
you
let me talk about myself. But I really think it's a personal choice at that point, really.
so good. Okay. Wanted to touch on
Talk
those.
to me.
Well, we got a ton of topics. Where do you want to start?
Where do you want to start?
I want to start with Kenya Moore, which I think that we
Oh,
probably spend the next 30 minutes breaking down and diagnosing here. But I think this whole thing is, I'm telling you, I go from Team Brit to Team Kenya to, I liked Andy's explanation, then to Kenya coming out, and I'm like, damn, I like her response. She's right. Do we have another Bravo mess on our hands? People are calling out the hypocrisy. People are saying the ratings are going to plummet. So,
well, I had talked about this a lot in the past 2 weeks, but here's what I didn't talk about. What I see Kenya's comments, but remind us, what did Andy say again with these
well,
co-hosts?
Andy was with his co-host, I think, on Radio Andy, and
Was it
basically,
just that regular co-host?
I don't know. I
I
don't
don't know. It doesn't matter.
I
It
don't.
was Andy Cohen. That was all that counts. I'm sorry if I just got too close to the microphone, you guys. So, what actually was said? Because I know what Kenya responded.
So, okay, what do you want me to play the clip?
Yeah, sure. The
Because
kids always like that.
Andy always, he's got a way of you're
He
like,
has a
"Oh,
way.
yeah, okay, Andy. I think I know what you're saying. Like that makes sense. That's justified as to why Kenya was removed and not Brit." Okay, here we go.